that when my mother passed away in future, I mean before she passed away, I've been telling this story. And it is not about the number of toys she has bought me, but that one toy that she didn't let me buy. Because on that day, we went to the market in MacPherson, and then it was they had the square thing, and then there's the upper level with all the small little shops. And I saw this toy, I think it was a toy plane where you buy and then you fix it together. I think it was 360 or something. By any standard, not really expensive. And then I pleaded with her to buy it, and then she was like, Mama boleh. And I was like, you cannot imagine Shifu doing that. And she just kept on telling me like, Mama boleh lah. Then dragged me down. Then up to the point where we were at the edge where there was this road, and then there was a car park, and then there was block 1, 2, 3, I think, and then the Pai Lipa, and then on the right is the MacPherson CC. So right at the edge of the market, I just refused to move. And I can't remember which one happened first, whether she let go of my hand first or she asked me the question first. But this is what she asked me. Mama,去哪等了？不要贵就是不要贵，无论贵不要听。We're gonna go back now. We're not buying it. Can't you understand? There's no money to buy that. Yeah. Of course, today you will put it as, which part of cannot buy do you understand? But for me, nope. I was going to have it my way. My toy. And I was like, on going back. So I think she put away my hand, and she just turned around and she walked off. She just walked off. I think I probably was in my primary school, maybe P4, P3, P4, around your age. Maybe 1 or 2 years older, thereabout. And I saw her walk off into the distance, cross the road, into the car park, became smaller. And she didn't once turn around. Didn't once turn around and wait for me to follow. No, she just continued walking. And of course, after all these years, I thought about it. Yeah, perhaps it's because maybe she was crying, maybe she was holding back, and she knew that if she had turned around, that's it. But she just continued walking until she disappeared into the HDB flat. And I stood there, it was me, my principal, and my toy, which I still don't have. Yeah, and I stood there, and then there were uncles and aunties who walked past and see me being so cute and all were like concerned, right? And one lady actually came over and like, boy, are you okay? Like, why are you standing here? And because we were at the entrance part, I was just standing smack there, and I stood there for about 2 hours. Don't ever try me when it comes to perseverance. At that age, I stood there for 2 hours, and the lady asked me, tell me, why don't you take a seat? There are stone benches there. I'm like, mind my own business. Yeah, and in my mind, if I like to think that the reason why I stood there for 2 hours was in case if my mom were to come back, then she'll know that I stood firm. I'm unwavering. Yeah. While the Buddha sat at the Bodhi tree and make the vow, until I attain enlightenment, until then I shall not rise. For me, it was different. Until I get my toy, I shall not move. I still didn't get my toy. By the time it was 11 o'clock, about 2 hours of class later, I realized that it didn't work. My mom was not coming back. It was lunchtime and I was getting hungry. In this world, between ego and hunger, hunger wins all the time. So I went back, shoulders slumped. And then I realized that I don't have the keys, so I have to press the doorbell. And my mom came to open, and I tell you, my mother is a person of principle. I'm like her. And she opened the door, she stared at me, and just walked home. Didn't even open the mail gate for me. And of course, me being her son, I have to keep up the tradition, isn't it? So I also refused to talk to her. And later on, when my uncle came over, and then heard about it, my uncle did one thing that I've been sharing with parents. He came over, didn't even bother explaining anything at all. Parents these days explain too much. He just came over, boy, 自己拜日杀了，来。Wasn't asking me for my opinion. I mean, seriously, who cares about a 9-year-old opinion or 10-year-old? Like, we care too much about their opinion sometimes. Sometimes you should, you know, once in a while give them a fixed sense of choice, you know. I mean, seriously, as parents in your 30s, why should you even doubt that you probably have a better sense of what things are and the right decision? Why do you have to consult your son about anything at that age? At a later age, teenagers, you should, you know, start to get them involved, but not when they are, you know. So my uncle and he grabbed me. Before I really dragged to the kitchen and then, you know, positioned there to apologize to my mom. Begrudgingly, I apologized. I must have teared. Not so much because I was so remorseful, but because I was like, what nonsense. But years later, I realized that was one toy that kind of probably made a huge difference in my life. The one toy that I didn't have that made a huge difference. Because if my mom had given in, perhaps she really didn't have the money. Perhaps she did. But if she did and she gave in, I would have learned a lesson wrong. I would have unwittingly learned that, oh, as long as I make enough noise, then I will get my way. And as long as I throw tantrum, then people will go along with me. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It just makes you a jerk. It doesn't get you a toy.